Hopefully this is working. We hope we're not.
Do we sound better today?
We really hope we don't have robot voices today. We're just kind of logging on about a minute early to fix that if it's a problem.
Is anybody there? I don't know if the voices are working right.
You remember Sophie Masloff when she was mayor of Pittsburgh?
Oh, God. The worst household known to man imaginable would have been her and Byron.
Ew, that's funny.
I mean,
that's funny. I like Myron Cope.
I know, but if you put Myron Cope and Sophie Masloff as a couple, nobody would have been able to go to dinner with them.
Sophie Masloff. It's over the middle. Myron, I'm Sophie Masloff.
Oh, I just hope that she always reminded me of a really angry Elmo. Like Elmo with
She was angry. I'll give her that.
She reminded me of an angry Elmo, you know. Not just Elmo. I hope we're live. I hope things are working. Do we have internet? I don't know. I'm going to find out real quick. I'm going to try going in to Facebook or YouTube, and we'll see. Why they cut Saruman. Let's go to our channel. We'll go to the live. Hey, hello. Hi there. Thank you for joining What It's Like and J Val. Listen, we had troubles with our audio last time, and we're just wondering, do we sound like robots? Hello. Nice to have you here from South Carolina. We know South Carolina. And Bill and Tricia from Kansas. His family's from Kansas.
Well, not from. That's where they
That's
live.
where they live.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, listen. Do we sound like robots today? I hope not.
Everybody's like, yeah, it sounds
Oh,
fun.
awesome.
All right.
Awesome. All right, great. So glad to hear that. All right.
No repeat of last time.
Oh, Lord, we don't know what happened last time. I mean, it sounded like we were, I don't know.
Just a little different.
Possessed?
Well, some would say that's the case anyway, but.
We were possessed. So I just had this really quick disagreement with Mark. I'm like, we've only been here 7 months, but apparently I can't do simple math. So it is 8 months.
Yeah. It has now been 8 months since we have entered here.
Hello, Atomic. Hi, thank you so much. That's a very nice compliment. We appreciate it. And Lisa. Hello, Lisa.
From Indiana. That's where my niece
and
lives.
Chandra. Hello, Chandra. Thank you for joining us today. Yeah, so I'm glad we don't sound weird. 8 months. We have been in Mexico for 8 months. I just can't even believe it.
I think the hardest part is realizing what we know now versus what we thought we knew when we crossed the border. I mean, you know, we had this pie in the sky belief that, yeah, we've got all this down. We're going to be great. And we didn't know squat. I mean, it just was really one of those where, you know, we thought we were prepared, and then it was sort of, you know, Ernie got us across that, and then that first day, then and we've sort of just been learning on the fly. And 8 months later, I think we're in a whole lot better.
No, it's true. Is my Spanish better? A little bit. Is it even close to being conversational yet? Not at all. He's done really well, I have to admit.
Well, but I have time to work on it every day.
Yeah.
Hey, Papa.
Hey, Papa. Thank you for joining us tonight. So I don't know. I think the things that I've learned living in Mexico. Okay, what have I learned in 8 months? Yes, it does cost less to live here if you're living on a US dollar, but it's not bottom bargain basement
No.
prices. It's not. And part of that is because we're living in Airbnbs, and Airbnbs are extremely overpriced for a really good reason.
Yeah, I mean, because
Airbnb's making like 40% off of that.
And then you have to remember that they're adding in 16% VAT.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so there's another 16% that goes right there because they are adding in the 16% VAT tax here in Mexico.
Yeah.
So, if they're taking 40 and the VAT is 16, there's 56%.
Yeah, I
mean, it's
our hosts have told us that they get like half of whatever they ask for.
But I think the other part of that is that the plummeting dollar,
it's both. It's both.
I mean, it's a great combination of everything, and
but it is an eye opener. It's something that people need to be aware of, that these are fluctuating numbers. And I see people get on Facebook and stuff, and it's a shame because they're asking for help, for information or direction, and they'll ask a question that's been asked 100 times before at least, and they'll get mocked for asking this question or laughed at. If I make this much money, where's the best place for me to live if I like this, this, and this? And you can't answer a question like that. And it's even worse with the fluctuating currency exchange rates. So,
But you will not be mocked if you ask us.
No, we don't mock.
We may laugh with you. Yeah, I'm just saying, but
we laugh at ourselves.
We laugh at ourselves all the time. But no, if you got a question, absolutely, just give it a shout, and we'll give it an answer.
Tomek, you're leaving Texas, and you're going to Morelia. That is awesome. And so we haven't been there yet. A lot of people seem to love Morelia. Honestly.
Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that because we have the itinerary created, but it is fluid, and there are things that as we've been down here now for 8 months and doing this nomadic lifestyle, there's a few things that we have now gone, okay, this can't happen again. 4 flights of stairs, no. That ain't happening again. No. 3 1-month stays in a row? No.
It's hard.
You
wouldn't think so. I mean, we're almost ready to leave Valladolid, honestly. And
well, not because of anything Valladolid. That's just that we're
here for
the month,
yeah.
And it's up this weekend. And
Hi, Terry, Northwest Indiana. Ooh, very nice. Thank you for being here. And yes, you guys kind of settled in Morelia. And I'm wondering, is that going to be the permanent home? I really apologize, but I am quite literally 3 to 4 weeks behind on watching all my favorite YouTube stations. It's pathetic how far behind I am. So I didn't even know what happened with Heidi and Adam until Cindy mentioned it. So
actually, it was Wilfredo.
Was it Wilfredo? I thought it was Cindy.
No, Cindy piped in right behind. Wilfredo was like, he just watched the saddest video.
Yeah, see?
And Cindy was like, yeah, I can't believe that just happened.
See, so J-Val, I totally get it. See,
absolutely.
There are no dumb questions.
The only dumb ones are the ones you don't ask, because then you don't learn anything.
You get in these Facebook groups sometimes, and you just want to ask, and people can be mean. Like, why? I realize they get to ask the same stuff all the time, but I mean, just...
And the other part of that is they also forget that at one point they were in that same exact situation.
Exactly. They're not.
And, you go, well, I've been here so long. Well, you weren't always here.
Right. Right.
And you had the same fears and the same uncertainty, and what's the best way of doing this? And what's the best way of doing? The only way that you know it is by asking people who've done it.
Exactly.
And trial and error. Well, if it's me, I'm I prefer to ask somebody who's done it. You know, even though
Right.
we did all that, we
Right.
still had trial and error.
We did. And so, Ambrose, thank you for joining us. And you're going to Paraguaro, Guanajuato. That sounds pretty cool. I'm not real familiar with that location, but
Nope.
I like Guanajuato. So I hope that you'll enjoy it. And back to that Morelia, you know, I think you guys are there. I think you guys are staying there, man. We're gonna have to visit Morelia. Hey, Cindy, saying hi to everybody. Oh, look who's here. Hey, girl, guy. We're barely getting in any. Really? You're not getting
Oh
any?
my God.
Man, it dumped today. Well, we didn't have rain for a week either. So
10 days.
That was
But
kind of weird. But boy,
It put an inch in the pool in 10 minutes.
yeah, it
I
rained
mean,
hard.
it was like,
I can't believe you're not getting rain yet in Merida. Because man, I mean, this is the rainy season, right? It's kind of
Well,
weird.
We'll find out next week.
Oh, Cindy says you're right.
Whoa. Yeah. I mean, all of us had to start somewhere.
Yay!
They treated us so well
They were awesome.
at that consulate. Just make sure that your financials have a signature on them. Doesn't really matter who. Just have a signature on each one of the financials.
Unless they've changed the rules again.
That's all I'm saying on that.
Yeah. No, we really liked working with them. They were awesome. They were so awesome. We sent them a thank you card.
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
So, only done. There you go.
Because you're just as in the dark as you were before. So if you ask it and you may go, oh, duh, but at least you now know the answer. So yes.
And there we go. Papa, you know, it is so true. If you guys are wondering, we will never create a Facebook group for our channel. We just won't. And the reason that we won't is I don't have time now to do all the things I want to do, let alone police a Facebook page for people who just can't act like grown-ups.
And she doesn't dare let me get on there and police because I don't have the patience.
Yeah, it's just people. I don't know why. Some people just are mean. They're just mean, and they say awful things all the time, and they're not helpful at all. It's like they have all this power.
Keyboard courage.
You know, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of the Facebook groups in general. So, Terry, you're going to Puerto Vallarta. That is pretty exciting. And we haven't been there yet either, but it's in our plans.
No, we just got done last night booking 2 more months. Not going to tell you where. I mean, you guys know we're now in the Yucatan. It's pretty simple to figure out the pattern from here. I mean, yes, you all know we're going to Merida. And, gee, I wonder where they're going to go into Merida. But
follow the trail.
Once we leave the Yucatan, then we can go back to okay, where do you think we're heading now? So we did book 2. So now we're actually out to, I think we just booked through June of 2024. And we're about to go into August of 2024.
Yeah.
Because the one after that is going to be a 2-month because we did 2 1-months in a row. And that means there's a 2-month coming.
Yeah.
So
we're booked through next year again.
A couple of reasons we're doing that, to be honest, folks, is the further out we're booking, the prices, you're locked in.
Yeah. True.
And with the prices continuing to rise, and we've noticed this in basically the year, because last year at this time, we were booking Querétaro and San Miguel. And when we were doing those, the prices have increased pretty heavily. And so we're trying to keep that down as low as possible just by jumping on it and staying as far ahead as they will let us.
Why are the Oaxaca Facebooks so bad?
Because it's
Group.
Facebook.
I want to know. I don't get it.
Because
All
it's
right.
Facebook.
Nice. Okay, so, most want you to pay for a consultation. Oh, and that's true too. So here's what's going on a lot of times with YouTubers, and I'm not putting anyone down for this, but I've seen, yes, you can make money being a YouTuber, but you have to have a really high subscription base and a lot of people watching, and it's the ads that get played that generate the income. Now, we're not a huge channel. Transparency, we make about 50 to 60 bucks a month, hardly enough to live off of, but enough to maybe have a nice dinner once a month, right? It was never our intention to live off of this channel, which is why I work. Our intention is I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to earn consultant level wages, sock it away. We have no debt right now. And when we do settle down, we're going to have money saved up to just buy a place to live.
And quite honestly, the reason that we do this channel,
yeah,
I mean, it has morphed. When we started the channel, it really was, okay, this is for friends and family to keep track of what we're doing. And then Ernie Baca, Sir Dragon X from Retired Life in Mexico, Noble, told us that, you guys need to do this from that side of the border because no one's doing it from there. And so that sort of spurred us into creating the history and the trial and error and everything that we were going through to help everybody hopefully avoid some of the pitfalls that we ran into. And it sort of just snowballed from there. And you guys have just unbelievably adopted us. I mean, when we had to put the boys down, we were sort of cruising along. And all of a sudden, when we had to put the boys down, the outpouring of support that we got from all of y'all were just like, unbelievable. And that meant so much to us that it made us want to give more back to you guys. It really did. And it helped us in a time that really was pretty difficult for us, to be honest. Going through, we'd had, Bandit for 16 years and the Asshole Cat for 20 years.
Buddha.
And so, it was suddenly like, holy crap, where, it's quiet around here. And then it was, she hated her job and it was like, let's go.
So of course, we watch a lot of YouTubers and some of them do really, really well. And that they're generating some income and it helps pay for them to continue to do the channel. That's not the case with us. Maybe someday it will be, but that's not the purpose of the channel. And that's not the case with us as far as income generation goes. And we have learned over time that when people throw YouTube money at you during these live streams and everything, don't do it, guys. Please don't do it. The reason is because YouTube keeps 40% of it.
Or 50.
Or sometimes 50.
Depending upon where the level is.
It's like, and though we appreciate those things, they're not necessary.
All you're doing is making money for YouTube.
You're making money for YouTube, honestly. I mean, they're taking, if you were to throw $5 our way, YouTube's keeping $2.50. So it's just like, I hate to see people waste their money in that way. If you guys ever feel so generous that you really want to throw some money at us, we have links below for things like PayPal or something.
Buy a cup of coffee.
But again, that's not what this is for. And that's not how we earn our way. I'm working.
No,
I have a job.
And to be honest, part of this whole YouTube thing. I mean, if you look at some of the most popular channels, it can be a stress on relationships. I mean, why not now?
If you guys remember Why Not Now, I'm not going to call them out by name right now,
but I mean, Maddie and Jordan, Heidi and Adam. I mean, it's just, and part of it is you go, you know what? you love your spouse, and everybody likes to be able to go home and at the end of the day and vent. My boss is whatever, and your spouse agrees. Whether they agree or not, they give you the moral support. Well, when you're both working the same things, you're sort of going, do I say this or do I not say this? I mean, and so it puts a different spin on a relationship, because when you work together, which quite honestly, this at times for her is work. For me, I'm answering, you guys' questions and being the comedic add-on to all of this, but that's just the way it is. And so it
is. And
it is what it is.
Cindy, I'm sorry, honey. You know what? The comments are coming up so fast. I scroll right through. They just roll right on by. We know you're here. We love you. And yes, you're right. Sometimes Facebook groups do not answer. But what's even worse in not getting an answer is getting a bunch of wrong answers. Because at least if you don't have an answer, there may be other places you can go to and maybe get the right information. But when you get in some of those Facebook groups, some people just like to, I want to say, hear themselves talk. But of course, they're not hearing anything. They're just typing away. And they're not always right.
And we can tell you, honestly, you ask a question here of us, we'll tell you if we don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there is no BS level here. I mean, if we don't know, we don't know. But we'll never chastise you for asking a question, because, we were there. We were the newbies at one point going, we're going to Atlanta. We're going to get an appointment. Shit. We had no clue how hard it was to get an appointment. We thought we had this all worked out and these were going to be the hard parts. No, the hard part was getting an appointment into a consulate.
That is
so,
true.
we learned a whole lot doing this. Oh yeah, just go to South Dakota. That's a piece of cake.
Hey, so Lisa, what? Your years got mixed up? You're coming sooner?
No, he wants to go sooner.
He wants to go sooner.
It's going to be 2025.
Oh.
That could be interesting.
But you could still make it happen sooner.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking about the travels. Whatever. Yeah, okay.
Hey. Hi, Ingrid. Thank you for joining us today. So 2 years, Mexico in 2 years, Let us know if you have a place in mind that you're thinking about. And there's another. Oh, great. I'm so happy that it's helpful. Thank you for letting us know that, because it's nice to hear it. Oh, man, you're seeing hate? There are a lot of angry people. No joke.
Bye.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've had, I think, a total of three, I think, that we actually blocked.
That we just went.
And we just blocked them. We just turned them off. They can't post on our channel anymore. So no more drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were repetitive insults, and they weren't even throwing them just at us. They were throwing them at other people too. And it's like, nope, no time for that. Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right. We got a
little
couple
Houston
there. I know
group
there's a
going
Houston
here.
group happening here. Hey, Happy Canuck. I bet you're from Canada.
First clue.
Oh, it's really great to hear that you've been enjoying our videos. So thank you. Thank you. Oh, we love you too, Lisa. Thank you. You've been
Lisa's
around.
been around since the beginning.
Right. Okay. Very nice. Thank you. We hope that, and we haven't gotten a lot of places under our belt yet, so we can only show you what we've done already.
Yeah, we just are now ending 1/6.
Yeah.
I mean,
about 25 more places to go. So we're doing it. So my YouTube is a hobby. Thank you. See? And that's really how it should be.
Hey, got a ticket.
You got a ticket out of it. I mean, honestly, the amount of money that I have spent on memberships just to make
I need more
the
beer.
Videos, like all the music subscriptions and other things that I've done, the StreamYard costs money to use. It is a hobby.
The
It really
the
is.
Insta 360 camera, that gives us
The
great
drone.
great views and all that.
This isn't about making money for us either. So it's a
No, it's
hobby.
about having fun.
It's a hobby.
Really.
And sharing information.
Yep.
Building a community.
Yep.
So is it on our list? You know what? Hi, Jenny. Thank you for the question. I don't believe it is because I'm not familiar with it. So,
Oh,
that
God.
Excel sheet. Oh, let me tell you. I love my spreadsheets. I really do. And yes, that Excel sheet was really, really long. And then my computer, my brand new computer that wasn't even 4 months old, had an issue after a system update. And then the tech support helped me create an even bigger issue by having me completely lose all of my data and have to wipe it clean and start fresh. So I lost my spreadsheet. All I have left is the shell, and I don't remember anymore who was on it.
I can tell you this. It actually did open our eyes, though. Because, I mean, we had spent weeks going through and first getting all of the different categories as to what was important to us, walkability, crime, cost of living, airports, hospitals, all of these different categories. And then we were starting in on all the cities and then trying to get the data to put the data into that. And the best part about that actually ended up being is that we found Mexico Relocation Guide.
Yeah.
And we realized that all of the work that we were doing had already been done by Mariana.
True. She did.
And so, I mean, literally 90+% of everything that we were doing, she had already done. So we purchased Mexico Relocation. We've been contemplating doing it. And when the spreadsheet went bye-bye, we just pulled the trigger, did it, and we're like, yes.
However, I'm still entertaining the thought, given the time to do it, of as we have gone through each place, making note of various things that we liked or did not like about the place, and its walkability, the medical facilities, the expense of living there in general, all those things, and just having a spreadsheet to do comparison at the end, even though we kind of in our hearts already know which ones are ranking higher and which ones are ranking lower.
We do.
Why did you just go pirate on me?
Why not? Something different.
It's the corona.
No, it's not.
Anyway, I think that that's something that might come out in the future.
But one of the reasons we do all the wrap-up videos is, again, we actually can go back and watch our own videos. And when it comes time 3 years and 2 months from now, when we're sitting there going,
wow,
okay, maybe we'll do the big LeBron James, the reveal, and go, I know it doesn't mean anything to you. But do a live as to, this is the place we're going to pick, and this is where we're going to drop anchor.
That would be cool.
But when it comes time for us to do that, honestly, I think that we'll probably both be able to go, these are our top fives.
Yeah.
And hopefully in those top fives, most of them jive with each other. I expect that probably 3 out of the 5 will probably be the same, and we'll probably have 2 on each list that will be, really? You rate it that high? And then we'll make that decision. But yeah, being able to go back and watch the wrap-ups,
I think so too.
Thank
you so much, Chandra, for that compliment. We do appreciate it. So we're glad that you're enjoying it. And look, another Pachuca. So look, what I've done, since you guys keep bringing it up, is I put it in a OneNote file so that I can go back and look at it later and see what the draw is. Because I don't think we've looked at that location.
I don't even know where the hell it's at.
See, there you go.
I mean, I'm being for real. And trust me, I have spent a lot of time staring at Mexican maps because I'm the one that does all we're driving here. Oh, you know what? This is going to take us 14 hours worth of driving. So we're going to have to find some place in the middle.
Right.
And so, I'm pretty knowledgeable of the Mexican, geography, and I ain't got a clue.
He's the numbers guy. I'm just the creative one. And you know what, you guys, it's great. It's great that you can earn an income doing
Yeah.
this, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I am not putting that down. There is a channel that I used to watch a lot. I liked them a lot, and you could hear it in their voices how stressed they were, and they started getting very desperate sounding about wanting people to subscribe and things like that. And then eventually they just shut it down. And they only had, I think, maybe 10, maybe 11,000 subscribers total. But it sounded like they were looking to use it as a source of income.
I think you're being a little generous in what the subscriber count
I don't
was,
know.
but yeah,
I don't know. The whole
I know what
point
you're
is,
talking about.
the whole point is it became really obvious when they stopped that the reason they were stopping was due to lack of viewership, and they actually got very embittered, I'd say. And it was sad to see because I did enjoy their channel.
Yeah.
I don't ever want that to be a thing. I don't want to depend on this as an income. If it's something that happens after I'm retired and it's a little side hustle going on, that's great. But I'm just going to work.
Hey.
Which is why I'm so busy.
And realistically, by the time she retires, we will have picked a spot. We will have been there for a while. And if this adds a little couple of dinners,
See, we got people planning meetups now. This is
Well,
awesome.
but we still don't know where it's at.
We're going to find it.
Oh, okay.
We're going to find it. Oh gosh, thank you. Yes, there's inaccurate information. But you're right about the YouTube channels too. It's happening there. Oh, you're going to get them. You're going to get them because he's got an issue right now. We're not going to say.
I'm not saying a word.
We're not saying a word. But yes, we don't want to get political with other YouTubers. We're not going to put anybody down. But yeah,
I don't want to get into the cat box fight with another YouTube channel because stop at that.
There's definitely inaccurate information being shared, which is why we like sites like Mariana's Mexico Relocation Guide and Sir Dragon X and his Retired Life No Bull.
And the people that are just having fun down here. I mean, Sean and Brighton.
Yeah.
And chasing the American dream. There's so many people that are just here, going, hey, this is how it is.
This is how it is. Look, this is what life is like. They're not out there offering advice that hasn't been vetted.
If you're gonna put it out here, be right.
Or just say you don't know.
I'll stop.
Yeah.
Before I get wound up.
Don't do it.
Nope.
Okay, Paw, July 2024. You've got a year.
Where are you going?
Yeah, let us know where you're going. Hey, Benito.
Benito.
Hola. Haters going to hate.
Max Headroom.
That's true. Okay, hello. There are some people who actually lie about Mexico openly and admit to writing very bad things to discourage people.
Mainstream media. Oh, anyway.
No, that's true. But
no,
I
know.
have heard, and I've heard from more than one source that this happens a lot around Lake Chapala.
I wouldn't go get that specific.
No,
yes, I know.
I have heard this from more than one source that
because they want to. They have such a traffic problem, and the biggest thing they don't want there is a lot of people don't want any more growth because the traffic already sucks.
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah,
we don't need more people coming in here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and well, hey, Bill and Trish, so 2028, living vicariously. You could live real time sooner if you wanted, but it's good that you're planning. It's good that you're planning, for sure.
Hopefully, you're at least getting the visa now before, because we don't know. None of us know if this 20% annual increase is going to continue, and if it does, and that's $5,000 a month per person by 2025.
Well,
I'm just putting that out there.
Kind of hoping that they're going to change their
I
formula.
hope they're going to change formula, but
yeah. Hola, Miguel, 4 years. Oh, and you're going to the mainland. So wondering if you spent 4 years in
Well, that could be anywhere from La Paz, Cabo,
Yeah.
Loreto.
what I'm wondering though, what is the attraction of the mainland? If there was a reason that you decided that was a better location for you. We haven't been to that side of the country yet, but it'd be interesting to hear your perspective on that.
Mhm.
All
And if you
right.
say it's hot, I can tell you right now,
Oh,
coming
see?
here.
There you go. Yeah, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
that's the money you
Let's
spend.
see.
Yeah.
We got that. Oh no, we got the bigger version of that.
We have we don't have a GoPro.
We got a version of.
We have
the knockoff.
a knockoff, and then we have that camera. We've got the Rode mics.
Uh-huh.
We got
The bigger version of the.
we got a
Yep.
DJI Air 2S drone, and we have an Insta360 camera.
Now, fortunately, she does know how to shop.
Oh, I shop hard, man.
And like the drone, she waited and waited and
Oh.
waited, and then they had one of those instant sales. It was like $350 off. And I woke up next morning. She goes, "I ordered the drone."
Yeah. I'm one of those people. I used to super coupon at the grocery store and buy like $800 worth of groceries for $50. I know how to shop. I can squeeze a penny till it cries. Oh, yay, Terry. Yes, get excited because you know what? We really enjoy our life here. Even if we're sweaty and hot and miserably sticky, it doesn't matter. We're enjoying our life here. It's a good life. What?
Well, no. Everything you said is correct. I was just thinking of the proper way of saying this. It seems that if you ever have any doubts whatsoever, and to be honest, you're going to have them. I mean, every once in a while, just because of the fact that, oh my God, it's so different. It's here. Am I were we out of our ever loving minds coming here? And then you run into a person,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm talking about a person on the street, in a tienda,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and you get such a warmth and welcome
Mm-hmm.
from them that you suddenly go, if you're not introspective, you're never going to figure it out. But if you are, you stop and you go, wow.
Yeah.
Would I have had this interaction in the States with somebody?
Probably
We're
not.
not even speaking the same language,
Mhm.
and we're laughing with each other. And it's like I took, just for a quick example, the other day we ran out of the Garifon. So I took, we got an OXXO right down the street. Took the Garifon, walked down the OXXO, walk in, and I had to crawl because they had one Garifon left.
One
In the OXXO. It's a blue bottle. I don't know. The bottle I've got that's empty is blue.
Yeah.
I'm looking all the way at the back. There's a blue bottle that's full. I mean, literally, my feet were sticking out. I've crawled up there so far to grab the Garifon and pull it back, get up there, and the guy looks at me and goes, "No es mismo." Yeah, I know. Not the same brand. I understand. He's like, "But you're going to have to pay." I said, "No problema.
Need water.
Necesito agua." And so he's ringing it up and he wants to hand me the other one back. And I'm like, no, we've only got a couple more days here. I don't need an empty Garifon, and so he's ringing it up. And I looked down and went, "No dice mi esposa." And he just started laughing. You know what I told him?
No.
I told
I know
him,
you said something about your wife.
I said, "Don't tell my wife." And so he was laughing because he knew, oh, you need water? Okay. What are you going to do? So, and those are the types of things that when we are settled and we have a water service and all that, no big deal. But I mean, we had to have water and I didn't have a choice. It was that Garifon or no water.
Right. I'm glad you did that though. Thank you. I needed water for my coffee.
I know.
Let's see. Ingrid, you're thinking about Querétaro. I really like Querétaro. I really do. Um, so
See, that's where we were. I mean, literally,
yeah,
we were like, oh, Querétaro sounds so great. La Paz sounds, I mean,
yeah,
we started out literally with, I think it was Querétaro, Merida, and La Paz. That were the three that we were going, yeah, okay. And then we just started going, well, hold on. We need to, everybody keeps talking about this place and that place. Well, we need to go check out this. We need to go check out that. And next thing you know, we got 30 cities on the list. And
hey, that's where Pachuca is.
well, then we would have driven almost right through it when we went from Querétaro to Veracruz, because we did the outskirts of Mexico City on the way to Pueblo. So it's possible.
It's possible. I know we want to go back.
We
to
definitely
cities
want
one
to
more
do
time.
Mexico City. We love people. Well, let me rephrase that. We love the Mexican people. We weren't a real big fan of most of the American people, but 21 million in one place, more than we want to really experience,
So you guys know exactly who I was talking about, I bet. And I bet a lot of you do. I just don't want to say their names. I feel bad because I really respected them and I liked them a lot. And it was just hard to watch. Just like you said, it was sad to see the way they left.
Yep.
So let's see here. Oh, hey. Well, hello, welcome, and thank you for joining us today from Western Colorado. Awesome. We're glad to have you here. So,
Oh, God, I totally read that wrong.
What did you think?
Well, I thought it was flying GSP. I thought it was somebody who was coming out of Greenville-Spartanburg Airport. I mean, I'm sorry. It just...
Oh, hello. Hola, Claudia. Thank you. Thank you. We really pride ourselves in being authentic and honest. We're not going to blow smoke anywhere.
Well, I'll blow smoke.
Well, he'll blow puro smoke.
Puro smoke.
But yeah, no, I believe that people deserve honesty and the truth, and then they can make their mind up if what we are experiencing might resonate with them or not.
Well, we said this early on,
Yeah.
that one of the things we would never do, we'll show you. And I remember the comment came from LJ, and it was, look, tell us, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's like, yes, you can count on us.
Look,
There's not going to be any sugarcoating. It's going to be, yeah, this is good.
Papa's got a prediction.
Well, hold on. That may be where Pawpaw's going.
Oh, is that where you're going? Okay.
I mean, he may be a prognosticator and thinking that it's 90% there, but we still got, a lot of cities left to go.
That's where you're going. That'd be cool. Let's see. Classy and courteous way of handling negative issues. Honestly, what good does it do? What good does it do anyone, yourself or the things that you're negative about, if you just continue to spread the negativity? It honestly, it's one of those things that feeds upon itself and just gets worse and it snowballs. And it's not like we're not seeing that in other places in the world right now, where everything is so negative. And one of the things we loved about this culture here is that we weren't seeing a lot of that negativity here. Maybe we're not aware of it. Maybe we are just.
Maybe we don't understand it.
Maybe we don't understand it. Maybe we're oblivious to it because we're not, really good and fluent in Spanish. But in general,
smiles don't lie.
Smiles
do
not lie.
Nope.
So yeah, the negativity is not needed, and
Now,
there's no
one of the things.
point.
My mom was a firm believer, and she always told us, me and my sister as we were growing up, when you get out of the bed in the morning, you have two choices. You can choose to believe that it's going to be a good day or it's going to be a bad day. And the days will live up to your expectations.
Yeah.
So I have always been a person that, and I've had people go, how can you always be happy, smiling, friendly, da 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 da. I'm like, well, because when I wake up in the morning, I'd rather have a good day than a bad day. And if I say it's going to be a good day and go with that attitude, guess what? Most of the time, it ends up being true. So start with a smile, share it, and have fun.
So there you go. Here's somebody who knows. So the traffic's not that bad in Lake Chapala. But guess what? Everybody says it's horrible. And why do they say it's horrible? Because they don't want more people coming and making it horrible.
Well, damn it, we're going there anyway. So,
no, I mean, I'm sure that it has its bad times of the day and its bad days of the week.
So does Querétaro. I mean, so, for that matter, to be honest, so did San Miguel de Allende, which the traffic was good. Well, but if you tried to go to the city market or La Comer at 5 o'clock, pooh.
Yeah.
So
it just depends. Oh, what else? We don't want to say names, but one of the things that's definitely never been proven to be true, to our knowledge, a retired person can just walk in and just show up with a letter saying they're retired, and they will get residency.
I'm going to just shed the light this way.
It doesn't work that way, guys, and we don't
know. Go if you want to know where that all lies. Go to Retired Life Mexico No Bull, and Ernie Baca explains it extremely well.
Yeah,
and he does not have an issue. And that's just Ernie being Ernie. If you say something that's going to not help his subscribers and the people that he's trying to help, Ernie will call you out. And we just are trying to really avoid getting into that whole, you're wrong, we're right, da da da. That's not.
I mean, we
honestly
don't have connections that can tell us whether it's true or not.
Ernie does? No. But
what we do know is that consulates that will do that have never been named. And we don't
stop.
It would just be a really horrible thing. I know. It would just be a really horrible thing for somebody to go in there thinking this could happen and then have their dreams just shattered.
All we can say on this, and this will be the final word on this, is that contact the consulate that you are going to use, learn what their requirements are, and meet them. If you can't, then all we can tell you to do is maybe shop other consulates, because there are a few that do play with the formula a little bit. But other than that, Yeah.
And there's been other things that have been said.
Last word. Next.
I know. Just call your consulate.
Yeah.
Oh, and I will honestly say that Mexico Relocation Guide, Mariana Lang, she actually contacts the consulates. Individually, and she asks them what their financials are and whatever other information they're willing to share. So that is more than somebody who just, I heard.
The link to buy is down below.
Yeah.
And it's, well, it will be eventually, but
or check out Ernie.
Or check out Ernie. I mean, but there's lots of ways of getting the straight scoop on what's real. And without going into names, you can always ask us, and I'll be more than happy to tell you what I know is the current situation.
Yeah. But we are not experts in that field. We're not facilitators. We're not, immigration specialists.
All we can go by is what happened with us,
right? And
what we are hearing from all of you, because you guys are great about sharing information as well. So
and Yvette is in the house.
Hey, I bet that a glass of red wine and a little whiskey in your water
and
some sugar in your tea. What's all these crazy questions you're asking me? This is the craziest party there can ever be. Don't turn on the lights because I don't want to see. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. He broke out into song for you guys. That's awesome. Oh, and don't forget to hit the like. Thank you, Claudia. That's very welcome. All right. I'm glad you're enjoying it too. That's helpful. I mean, it's nice to know that, and we enjoy doing them. So, compared to the USA, traffic here is nothing to complain about. Oh, yes, and I have to agree. And certain cities in the United States, like I don't know, going around the Beltway around DC or
Charlotte.
LA, you want to talk about land, locked up.
No.
Goodness.
You want to talk about the worst one?
What?
New Orleans.
Really? Worse than Atlanta too?
Oh my God.
Come on.
There's 5 bridges, and that's it. I mean, you got to get on one of those 5 bridges to get across. And
Oh, okay, that's true. Bridges are always tough. 40 people watching and only 20 likes.
Well,
yeah, it's okay.
Hey, as P.T. Barnum said, you can fool half the people half the time. Anyway.
Stop. Thank you, Derek. Thank you for being here and watching, and thank you for your comment. We appreciate that. Hey, I know who this is. Hello, Juanita.
The new Nuevo Abuelita.
That's right. Juanita is an abuelita. We're so excited. We're happy that Karin had a lovely little boy. So,
Cristobal.
Yes, I hope we get to see more pictures soon. So, for those of you who don't know, Juani here and Jose Luis, they were the family that adopted us in El Tejar, which we will be forever grateful because we had a wonderful time there. Yep. People is the glue. Thank you, Temple Moore. That is the truth. And the people in Mexico are just fabulous. I don't know what else to say. So coffee is more important than water. That's right.
No.
Arlene, no. Annie and Arlene, we're happy you're here. You were never late, ever. You liked La Paz, but it was hot. Was it humid, though? I've heard that it's not as humid as the Yucatan. So,
I'll tell you what.
What?
Right now, all we can do is base this on a month there and a month here.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a little bit less heat-wise here in Valladolid than it was in Veracruz.
That's true, but
but that could have been the heat wave. I mean,
yeah.
all we can go by is that.
Terry Bess is saying you get your churro fix.
You damn Skippy. We did find churros here in Valladolid, and we found one stand that was closed and was selling them, and they were trying to gringo people because they were selling them for 70 pesos a churro. And excuse me, we were getting them for what? 30 pesos in San Luis Potosí. Then we found another little cart on the Jardín, and it was 55 pesos. And we were like, oh man,
yeah,
that's 55 for two.
For two.
Now, it's sort of like Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme. They're both good, just a little different. I mean, it wasn't bad.
No.
Just it's a little different.
One was a little heavier.
Yeah, one was a little heavier than the other. That's a very good way of saying that.
So you're not going to be an introvert in Mexico. I say that too. I don't know.
Now, I you know me, I got an opinion on everything. The biggest thing there is having the language. I think the lack of language can turn you into more of an introvert because you're not confident in how to speak. And so that's,
So I don't know if I quite understand what the question is. If you're actually asking how you answer a text, would it be a text message sent to your phone or a message?
A chat message on here.
A chat message on here. I don't know that you can. I think what you can do is you can use the @ symbol and then type their name and it will tag them. And then you can continue to respond. I think that's how that works.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
You're right. She's the IT department.
Well, that's my guess. I'm not a YouTube IT department. I'm a a healthcare system IT
Let's
department.
see. You're here, and I'm still way down there. So whatever.
Try
yeah.
that. Try using the @ symbol and then that person's name,
Mhm.
and then type your answer. I think that's how that works. And okay, in the winter, from happy to frozen Canuck. All right. So yes, I love the fact that we're trying out other places in Mexico. We've only ever vacationed in the Yucatan.
No.
Specifically Riviera Maya.
Could kind of root, bro.
Well, we did travel.
Oh, we did travel briefly to
But it was always a vacation situation. We had never been outside of
the
basically
Yucatan.
the Caribbean part of Mexico, honestly.
Mhm.
And we needed to try the other places.
But if it had not been for the people of the Yucatan Peninsula and the Mayan culture and being as gracious and warm as they were, we would not have our ass down here without that. So just saying, it was a great place to start because it prompted the whole move.
You gave me a black heart. Oh no. Have I darkened your soul?
Oh my God. You're going to have her worried all night.
No, I'm not. See, great examples in keeping your cool all the time. Well, if you could hear me when I'm working during the day, that would not be the case.
If you could hear my first response to some comments, that would also not be the case.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a and then go sit, have a cigar, and then
think about it.
Okay.
Everybody has a fair and reasonable right to get emotional, maybe overly emotional or angry. And there's nothing wrong with that. What's the best way to handle that is to allow yourself some time to get through that so that you don't project that back on another person.
Correct. I mean,
That's all.
we had that one guy who I can't remember what the video was that got a little snarky on his comment.
Mhm.
And I commented back and basically was, yeah, I get what you're saying, da 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 da. And we had like a string of 6 more comments back and forth. And at the end, he was like, thank you. He goes, I was really an ass at the beginning and you didn't take offense. And quite honestly, okay, sometimes, you don't take things personally. And,
You can't.
Somebody's having a bad day and happen to just say it the wrong way, which is why I hate social media, because talking with people, you can hear the inflection, you can hear the tone,
Mhm.
and you can't hear that in a written word. And
Right.
so,
So, no, we did not work in Iraq. Wondering why. So let us know if you had a reason that you were asking if we worked in Iraq. We have not. In fact, I don't believe either of us have ever worked outside of the United States, with the exception to me because I'm working here
I'm
now.
still trying to figure out, is that supposed to be IRAQ?
Well,
I mean,
I don't know. We'll find out. And Dave, you're right also.
Oh, absolutely.
A lot of the negativity is coming from people who are not from here. It typically, in my opinion and experience so far, Mexican people are very humble and they're very polite. And even if they don't like something, even if they don't agree with something you're doing, they're not likely to come out and tell you. They're more likely to just keep their mouth shut, nod their head, smile, and then maybe they'll say something about it as they walk away. They're not going to project that negativity.
A lot of the times, what we have encountered is people Mexican people
Mhm.
who have been negative are negative because of encounters they've had
Yes.
with Americans or
Yes.
other expats.
Yes.
That have just, I mean, we've had several that I've encountered with in responses, and I've apologized for my fellow expats and fellow gringos and told them, pisses me off too when they act that way, because it's not respectful.
Right.
It's stupid. And I apologize for that, because we're guests here.
Yep.
And when you're a guest in someone's home, you act accordingly.
Yeah.
And that's the way we view it. And we don't have any right to expect a iota of change
Right.
from the Mexican people. It is on us to adapt to what they're doing, not them to
Right.
adapt to us.
See, look, Denise, you know exactly. You knew.
Yeah, we know who that is.
Some of our subscribers, they know because they're all in the same circles sometimes. And yeah, we know. So yes, we know that there is one major road, and I will bet money that there's going to be times of the day where that is completely locked up.
Now, to be honest,
Yeah.
that happened in Querétaro.
It did.
I mean, honest to God,
On,
we were
on
on
a 6-lane highway.
Cinco de Febrero, Avenida Cinco de Febrero. We were on that, trying to go down to go see Annie Vet and Arlene, and we weren't going anywhere. I mean, it was.
See, and so Dave says, because Dave lives there, and it's true. I mean, you're kind of landlocked, and if they're if
You got a
they're-
mountain on one side and a lake on the other.
So, I mean, that happened in Asheville, North Carolina. I mean, when you're landlocked, you can't expand, and your infrastructure just isn't there to meet the need. So I can see how that can become an issue. But I think it also depends on the time of the day, the time of the year, things like that.
And the state of mind when you hit the traffic.
He took your post down too, Cindy, huh? You know, it's one. I know we're gonna get off of it. We're getting off of it. The Garifon struggle is real. Yes, it is. And boy, I got to tell you, those things are so heavy. But I mean, I think we go through easily one a week, sometimes 2 a week.
Well, that's because you drink water and I drink Coke.
I drink water all day,
And
I
she
make
drinks
coffee,
and I drink Coke.
Yeah.
But no, but see, I saw a blue one back there, Benito, and so I was like, oh, I came in with a blue. I'm gonna get a blue.
Right.
It was it Epure?
Epure.
After I done crawled my ass all the way back there to pull it out, you don't think I was going out of there with that thing? Wrong.
Oh, well, I appreciate your experience with that. So
What you're saying there takes me back to what Ernie said when we were first contemplating making the move.
right.
And he went, he goes, I'm standing in line at the supermercado. And I'm looking up and the woman's fumbling through her purse, looking for the right change and da, 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 da. And he goes, and I felt the inner boil start. And then suddenly it was like, where the hell else do I have to go?
Where do I have to go? Yeah.
And so start talking with the people around them, and it's like, okay.
So Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah. And Yvette, I'm taking my earring off so you can see. Mark's mother bought these for me. They are
Turtles.
Sea turtles. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, they're turtles, right? So
Every year she goes, you guys have noticed that,
Yeah.
that our second most popular video is Topsail Island, which just keeps rolling along and rolling along and rolling along. We've been going there for forever. And every time she goes there, she has to go to the turtle hospital. She's been to that turtle hospital more times than most people who work there have been there. And she, constantly supports the turtle hospital.
Yep.
And is a big supporter in it. So,
Okay, so Mark, did you work in Iraq?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh God, no! I'm too damn old. When I was in the service, it wasn't Iraq that we were worried about. It was Iran, just to give you an idea. So,
Good about this. We're on that traffic for Chapala again. So, and let's see, planning events to support local owned and operated restaurants. Very good. That's awesome. Hello, Janice. Thank you for joining us today. Right now, we are in Valladolid. We are just starting to release the videos from the last place that we stayed. We're typically about a month behind.
Yeah.
Because I work 40 hours a week, and then it takes me about 20 hours plus to do videos in the evenings. So we are about, and then I use the weekends for us to go out and
Then we gotta go. Then we gotta go do other things. So we have
Right.
more stuff for the videos.
So we're about a month behind, and we just started showing the Veracruz area. We were just 15 minutes south of Boca del Rio.
East. West of.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
We were close to Boca del Rio, and in a place called El Tejar. Those are dropping this period right now. We did our first one. There's another one coming. But right now we're in Valladolid. And then this weekend, we are moving on to place number 6. Merida. Well,
Yep.
I don't know. We let the cat out of the bag, but
I mean,
everybody kind of knows we're going to Merida.
We're in the Yucatan Peninsula. There's only a handful of spots that we're going to be going to. So it's not like, yeah, let's play Where's Waldo with this. I mean.
Oh, Arlene, so it wasn't a black heart. I didn't blacken your souls. That's good to know. Thank you. I could sleep tonight.
I could say something about the red. No, I mean, whatever. Next.
So Temple, you used to be fluent.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you will be. I mean, at least you have a foundation, and you used to be able to.
If she was fluent
at one time,
it literally is like riding the bike. It's okay. Get the feet on the pedals. Oh, they're going to fall off a couple times, but
right.
3 blocks down the road, you're going do. This is I got this. Yeah.
Yeah, living here is just special. It's really, and we're never going to tell people that it's not, because it is.
Oh God, yeah.
I guess I want to say there's going to be people who come here and they won't like it and they'll leave.
Well,
and some of the things that they're not going to like are going to be things like, I don't know, like everything in this house is made out of concrete. It's all concrete. There's no shelving. There's no cabinets. There are no pantries. It's just concrete shelving with everything sticking out. And to some people, that's just unacceptable. Or maybe they don't like the temperature or the humidity, and that's unacceptable.
Or the noise.
I mean, that's unacceptable. There's always something.
And to be honest, that was one of the things that she was worried about.
For him.
For me, because
for him,
I got about that much patience on things that annoy me, and a dog down the 2 doors down that won't shut up in the U.S.
would annoy him.
Would annoy me to no end.
Now, no,
whatever.
No, there's just certain things. There's certain things that you can't expect, that you can't demand when you come here, that you don't want to bring with you when you're here. And if you can just come here and just let that go, you will be so incredibly.
The rest of that doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, it really doesn't.
You will be so happy, and unburdened, and that weight is lifted. You can relax and enjoy humanity.
3 things to a happy life. Cross the border, turn the TV off, and make your wife happy. Your life will be so good from that point on. Boom.
Hello, Doug. Thank you. Thank you for watching our videos. We really are happy to have you here. So you're going to finalize permanent residency. Very good. Good for you. And you're thinking of opening a banking account and getting a driver's license and a credit card. Any tips? Well,
no, but share them with us, please.
we don't have, because we only have temporary residency.
Yeah.
And we're not at that stage yet where we can do those things. We really can't accurately advise you on how to do those things. But I can say what friends have done.
Like the one right below you on the comment line.
And Yvette and Arlene, maybe if they would be happy, they could possibly explain how they got a bank account open. Some banks will not work.
They did. It took them 7 different. I think this is right. 6 or 7. They can correct me if I'm wrong. 6 or 7 different banks, and it really ended up being. And just to give you an idea, if anybody hasn't seen it, at 2 Travelers Mexico, 6 expats discussed moving to Mexico.
Mhm.
Annie, Vet, and Arlene, Gina and I, and Mark and Paulette sat down and had a great conversation. It's well worth watching. But what they did is in 5 weeks, opened a bank account, bought a car, and bought a house
Yeah.
in
that-
5 weeks.
And they're temporary residents.
And they're temporary residents.
Although I do believe that Annie Vet had,
Well, she has Mexican heritage, so there's
Yeah.
things in there, but still, and folks, I'm not going to tell you the story because it would scare the shit out of most of you. What they went through when they first got here,
yeah, and we don't have time for that.
and we don't have time for all that.
It's a long story.
And yikes! I mean, they were emailing us the entire time and texting us, and we're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
But yeah.
But what we can say, I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction, and we don't want to give you inaccurate advice. But what we can say is that we kept our U.S. cards, and we use a Charles Schwab card and
Yep.
a Capital One card for just about everything. Our Capital One card is our credit card. Our Charles Schwab is our checking and savings. Both of those give us no international service fees.
Correct. And we have
And-
one other credit card, I think, that doesn't give us a
Right.
international fee, which
And
is our
then-
backup in case for some reason we needed a backup. But
And then the Charles Schwab, if we use it at ATMs to get cash out, they will reimburse us all the ATM fees. So we stick with those two. Now, we have run into issues occasionally where neither one will work with a retailer because they can only accept Mexican cards.
correct.
So we are currently looking for an option for Mexican card. Possibly going to do that dollar app card thing that Q RuPaul talked about. I'm not going to get
I know.
only to put a little bit of money on, just a couple $100, just to have it in case we get stuck where we're at a retailer and we have to use a Mexican card.
The thing is you can't walk into a Walmart here and pick up a prepaid Visa card and walk up there and go, I want to put $200 on this card and have that card in your wallet to use. And that is something that having a Mexican credit card, it happened with me because I happened to get a haircut and he couldn't change the 500 peso bill for a $40 haircut because that's all I had.
40 peso.
Or 40 peso haircut, excuse me. And so he tried to put it on the card, and of course the card didn't go through because all he takes is Mexican credit cards. Took me 10 days to finally catch him, and when he was open, to walk in there and give him the 40 pesos, and but he was like, go, it's good, and it's like, no, I'm coming back to pay you, but
I have a black card. I have a black soul.
bullshit.
What's that line from Beetlejuice? I am strange and unusual.
Okay, Winona Ryder.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. We like hearing that, and we hope that we can emulate what a good human being is supposed to be. So,
What, Beetlejuice?
I guess.
Oh,
Cigar bar and ahee, honey. All right. See, now there's more of a reason for us to come. Zaragoza. Very nice. Thank you for that.
now the question is, can they stay open?
Yeah.
That's because the resort we were going to
Oh.
in Excellence for Christmas and New Year's, they were forced to take out the cigar bar,
Yeah.
and now apparently they have herded all of us personas non gratas smokers into one little area.
Well, because okay.
I know.
So what it's like, you know what? Let me compare this experience for you. So let's say that you grew up in a small town and you learned how to drive a car in a small town.
I was born in a small town. Oh, anyway.
Yes. And so then,
Dear Jesus, in a small town.
and then you have to go to the airport in the big city to go pick somebody up, and you're not used to doing big city driving. So now you are petrified and you're white knuckle holding on to the steering wheel trying to get through, 8-lane highways when you're used to driving on 2-lane roads. It's kind of the same idea. And eventually, when you do it enough, you will get used to it. It's just a little bit different. It really is just a little different. The way they pass, the way they signal. And I think the biggest, maybe unnerving thing in driving in Mexico is going to be the people on the bikes and the mopeds, because they will zigzag and figure eight in and out around everybody. And you just don't even see them. So, I mean, if they're in your blind spot and you go we've seen people on the road down with an ambulance coming. Eating asphalt, for real. Because they got clipped by a car. And it's because they take a lot of risks when they're driving. But you'll get used to it.
They either got clipped by a car or they did something stupid. I mean, I'm not going to blame the car or the motorcycle rider, because the motorcycle riders put themselves in some severe, risky situations. But driving wise, depending upon where you are, the carreteras are really pretty straightforward. Mm-hmm. You have to remember that they're going to make 3 lanes out of 2, and it really does work. And they make the
big trucks will work with you.
Yes, and they also religiously use turn signals. If you're going to pass, you put the left-hand signal on. It's telling the people in front of you, I'm going to go around you. They pull over to the right. You go around them. I mean, it really does work very well.
The 4 ways come on when they're slowing down.
Yes, I mean, it's pretty simple. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I would say 4 or 5 months in, I was pretty much, let's go. This is good.
It's better. You'll get used to it. Yes. I promise you will. Mexicans are the best. Yes, Mima, they are the best. And we are enjoying them so much. We enjoy the culture and the camaraderie and the family.
And that's part of it right there.
Oh, church. Yeah. I mean, we're not really religious people.
No.
But having that structure and that belief in family and church and everything makes up a good part of why it's such a solid
family, faith, and work ethic, and boom.
All right. So, Terry, you're always asked if it's safe in Puerto Vallarta. I can guess why, because I see some of the videos that I've been catching before. And I agree with you. Because on any given weekend in Chicago, there'll be about 3 dozen shootings. And even in Asheville, North Carolina.
Charlotte, Atlanta,
everywhere.
Baltimore. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And I can tell you that we sit here and the number of sirens that we hear on a given night is so few. It really is. And most of those are probably ambulances. So, I mean, it's, and when there is something that needs police attention, we saw this the other night when we went down to the light and laser show. When there's something that needs police attention, they don't send a car.
Oh, that's true.
They don't send 2 cars.
Yeah.
They don't send 3 cars. They all go. And we're talking, these are trucks. They've got people inside, people in the back.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going.
Yeah.
And they're going to deal with it, and they're going to deal with it quickly.
Yeah.
And we never, ever have really felt unsafe. Does that mean it doesn't happen? No. Does that mean that we don't pay attention to where we're at? No, because there's been a couple times where I've sort of gone, no, we're not going down here. We're going to go this way. And it hasn't happened often, but I've traveled the world on business and I've been in New York and gone, looked across the street and gone,
No, we're not going there.
no, we're not going this way. You
Yeah.
know, I've seen the hoodies go up as we're standing at the corner and gone, nope, we're not going across here. We're going this way, you know. And so
We were getting our Gataphones delivered in
San Miguel.
San Miguel, but our Airbnb had that set up. She was getting delivery as well, so she would just get multiples.
And she was paying for it.
And
So
she was paying for it, yeah. Because we're in these places only 1 month, maybe 2 or 3 months at the most, we don't set up
No.
delivery. It's too hard to get it to start and get it to stop,
Yep.
and it's easier for us to just buy.
And another part of it is, to be honest, is part of what we're trying to learn about each one of these cities that we're living in is what they're like. And so sitting inside the house and having shit delivered to us doesn't teach us about where we're going.
That's true.
And
That's
so
true.
getting out and going is better.
My earrings, yes, I love them. Thank you, guys. Little turtles, we love them so much.
Oh, I thought those were topes.
Topes, little green topes.
Tope biscuits.
Hey, thank you, Christy. We are off to a pretty good week, and yeah, we're going to be heading to Merida this weekend. We have a really nice place. Well, I guess we'll tell them real quick. We got a colonial house in Centro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's costing us
Mm-hmm.
because it's a colonial house in Centro
With parking inside and a pool.
and a pool. So it wasn't cheap, but I really felt at the time we reserved it, I was lamenting about how we were so far from everything. And I didn't want that again. I wanted to be close to everything and walking distance to everything.
Just to give you a point of reference, we booked this when we were in San Miguel de Allende.
Mm.
And that was after coming off of being in Zakia,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty well removed from downtown Querétaro. And then where our Airbnb was in San Miguel de Allende, we were removed again from Centro, and we had to drive everywhere. And so it really was sort of all right, I'm tired of this. I want to be here. And so we're paying to be here. And that's just, and I'm not regretting it, you know, in the least. I think that where we are is going to be great, and I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully it lives up to the billing and according to the most of the reviews it has. So
Hey. Well, yeah, Campeche is definitely going to be in there somewhere.
all right, just so we can put all this to bed, for the Yucatan, we are going Merida for 3 months. We are going to Progreso. And again, we are going to be in Centro, 1 block from the Gulf,
Mm-hmm.
in Centro for 2 months. We're going to Excellence Resort, which if anybody wants to come and join us, please feel free, but they're running out of rooms quick.
Yeah.
For
Christmas and New Year.
For Christmas and New Year's for 10 days. And then we're going to Campeche for 7 weeks. Is that right?
Something like that.
7 weeks. And then we're off to Tulum, which was not on the original itinerary, but a music festival popped up. And so we have to go to Tulum so we can go to the music festival. And then we'll pick up the game of Where's Waldo after all that.
Okay, did you guys write all that down?
Test coming later.
Merida, Progreso, Campeche.
No.
No,
Merida,
Merida, Progreso,
Excellence Resort,
which is in
Puerto
Puerto
Morelos,
Morelos, Campeche,
Campeche,
Tulum,
Tulum.
and then question mark. And thank you very much, Arlene. So the question about the checking, that's how that works. Telcel bill. Now, I'll tell you real quickly about Telcel. If you are a temporary resident, Telcel will only give you a month-to-month pay-as-you-go type plan where you have to top up every 30 days, exactly every 30 days. If you top up before 30 days,
You're wasting money.
You're wasting money. So you have every 30 days, you have to top up that bill. If you are a permanent resident, you can get a regular subscriber renewal every month plan. Yeah.
Now, if you're in the Querétaro area and you want to get all this done, become customers of Romy and Lee's.
Oh, Romy and Lee's.
Was it My Place Querétaro?
My Place at Querétaro. How can I write this down? There's a way for me to do that. There we go. I'm going to write it down. My Place at Querétaro.
Because those two know everybody. And they have the connections. So, and I know that Annivette and Lee's, or Annivette and Arlene,
yep,
they pointed them in the right direction on a lot of things. And when all else fails, who do you call?
Ghostbusters.
And Romy. and hola to both of our amigas, Romy y Liz.
See. All right, let's see. Aw. I think I missed somebody's comments. I did. I missed some. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so, yes, Merida is supposed to be pretty hot year round, and we've heard Mexican nationals say that it is really, really hot.
Muy caliente.
Is what they say, yes.
Mucho calor.
Which is the reason that we decided to do it in the summer.
Yes. We went, you know what? The whole purpose when we started putting this itinerary together was we want to be in these locations at their worst. If it's going to be hot, we want to feel how hot it's going to be. Call us the idiots who got to touch the stove. I mean, you're going to burn your finger. Ow, damn, it's hot. Yeah, but, if we like it when it's hot, we're going to love it in the wintertime. So
Annie did say that they don't have Mexican driver's license, but they do have a Mexican plated car because they bought the car here in Mexico. So I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe if you're going to get a Mexican driver's license, I believe you do have to take the exam in Spanish, I think, don't you?
Refer to Mexican Relocation Guide.
They would know.
Yes.
For sure.
I'm not going to give out bad advice.
No,
I'm just going to refer.
True. That's true. I'm sorry I said that. I don't want to mislead anyone. Let's see. Mercado Pago card is a good Mexican card and easy to get. Thank you, Denise. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write it down right now because we're in search of one, and we don't.
Yeah, we just to give everybody. I'll give you the abbreviated version. It'll only take 25 minutes. No, I'm joking. When we went from San Luis Potosi to El Tejar, had to go make a cigar run. By the way, Arlene, I need to talk to you tomorrow. Anyway, so we make the cigar run. They're running, 300 cigars. Thank you. She gets her coffee. No internet. So I have to go to the bank and get X amount of pesos. And because it was the weekend, we can only get so many pesos for the weekend. So we pay all these pesos. And all of a sudden we go down, we go see Annivette and Arlene, spend some time with them. We go over to the Auto Moteles and I hand them my credit card. Nope.
Yep.
Mexican only.
So the short story is we had to dig through all the cracks in between the seats to find enough pesos to pay for the night.
This poor girl sitting there with her hands out, and we're dropping individual 1 and 2 peso coins in her hand. So,
okay, no, Cindy, you're absolutely right. And I wouldn't recommend. This was just me going, okay, how much money could I stand to potentially lose just to have the convenience of having a Mexican card? And I thought I'll throw $50 on it, maybe $100 at the most.
I mean, $100,
and that would be it.
In the situation I just described, $100 would have saved our bacon.
Yeah.
So.
But I would never use it as a regular card.
No.
Never.
No.
Because this what some of you guys don't understand, and Ernie was absolutely right. This dollar app card is funded by Bitcoin type things. Basically,
Crypto coin.
It's cryptocurrency.
And it's no FDIC. Everything
Right,
you put
right.
in there is at risk of
Right.
poof, gone.
But it was just, I'm like, man, maybe I can get it and I'll just put $50 on it.
And that's why
You
we were talking about,
Yeah.
can we find a Mexican prepaid credit card
Right.
that we could put $200 on, stick it in the back of the wallet and go, bam, here it is, just in case.
Hey guys, you hear that? Annie's like, yeah. Let them know if there's something they can maybe help guide you with regard to the driver's license, the bank, things like that.
You are not going to find two better friends than those two right there, Arlene and Annie Vet.
Hey, you're gonna love that club. It's a private club.
Damn Skippy, that's how you get to smoke a cigar, is in a private club.
There, see, and they're gonna look for you. All right. Guys, we miss you too. And you know what? And we don't just say that just to say that. It's the truth. We have made friends just about every single place we've gone.
Oh,
I mean, I'm thinking of a friend right now that I don't think is on here, David in San Miguel.
well,
I mean, and
he's getting close to becoming papa.
I know. And so, yeah, every place we've gone, we've made friends. And I'm not kidding you. Every place we've gone, we've had people say, please come back here. If you're going to move and choose a place, please come back and choose this place. Do you know how much that means to us? We've never had friends like that in the United States. Not like that.
Well, that's because all they do is look at you and go, what are you trying to do to me?
I know.
Yeah,
But we do miss you too.
You're going to put up a fence? You're going to do this? You're going to do that?
Oh, you guys are lucky you have a Garofon truck. That's awesome.
Well, we have a Garofon truck. We just really.
I know. We don't. We don't. Destination Max, you guys are true Mexi road warriors. Thank you. I don't think of us that way, but thank you so much. Sometimes I'm afraid to record some things and put them out there because I think you'll find them boring. But
Mad Mix.
you know, Mad Max. We are those. Okay, so if you're going to drive to Mexico.
No shit.
Yeah, Tope. Gosh, you aren't kidding. Oh man, we hit one at like 40 mile an hour and I literally hit my head off the top of the car. Glasses went flying. Yeah. It's crazy. I hope you have a great experience in Merida. Thank you. We hope we do too. And don't worry, we've got 3 months to come up with some things to discuss about what we think about Merida.
The best part is we actually have 3 months to chill.
Yeah.
Where I don't have to, or you don't have to. It's been difficult this 1 month because you can't really unpack all your stuff,
right?
Because it doesn't make any sense,
Right.
And so it's sort of like living out of the suitcase quasi.
Yeah, because like if you unpack and repack every month, you start losing track of where things are packed.
Yeah, and so it's going to be nice to have 3 months to be able to go, okay, we can go to Costco and get this and know that we can do this. Now, we don't have an oven in Merida.
That's all right.
But that's it.
So Ronnie Estrada, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and for these compliments. And how is Honduras right now? I hope it's great.
I've been to Honduras.
I have not.
I have.
All
Tella.
Okay.
When I was in the Navy, went to Tella, Honduras.
Very nice. All right. So Christy says, can't wait to see how you like it. And yes, we are there for 3 full months. This
3
is
meses.
the longest stay we've had since San Miguel. So, yep. And Merida and Progreso. Gringo launchers. Gosh, that is so true.
No shit.
No, that is so
Because if
so
you don't pay
true.
attention, woo!
Oh, awesome. We're going to share them. You're going to get everything everywhere we go. Although I'm looking forward to just having a breather, a music festival. Yeah, well, I had to rearrange our lives for that, see. It's my morning jacket. And at this point in my life, I've probably seen them in concert more than any other band. And it all started at this exact same resort for this exact same festival. And this will be the 5th year they've done it, although they have not done them every year. So it's really nice that we're going back. It's going to be at the Hard Rock Resort Riviera Maya, which is in Puerto Ventura. And it's basically that band plays 3 out of 4 nights. And then there's another headliner that plays for the off night. And it's just a lot of fun. Now he gets a swim up bar, but I'm going to be concert every night.
And I get to be bombarded by, you have to see them live.
You have to see
You
them
have
live.
to see them live. How can you not like them? Have you ever seen them live? How do you? I've been to more of these damn festivals than you have.
Yeah, he just doesn't like.
I don't like repetitive music, and I don't like moaning and wailing.
Yeah.
Guess what their specialty is? Repetitive music and moaning and wailing.
It's true. Which I like.
Hey, it worked for some people, not for me.
So Arlene and Yvette were also customers of Romy and Lee's. And that's how they found their house.
Yes.
And everything else, they assisted them with everything, getting settled down and stuff. So that was great. Okay, here's a question. Sylvia, hello, thank you. Do you lose your U.S. citizenship when you become a permanent resident? No, because you are not a citizen here. You are just a resident.
And you can't have dual citizenship.
Now, the United States does permit dual citizenship. And I know this because if you have Italian heritage, like I do, and if you can trace your lineage back without anyone having given up their Italian citizenship, then you are automatically, by de facto, allowed to apply to become an Italian citizen. And that's my case, although I haven't really pursued it, but I was thinking about it. And I would have held dual citizenship. And
well, yeah, at one point pre-COVID, we were close to going to Ripa Candida, Italy.
We were actually going to go to Ripa Candida, where my people came from. And
we were going to try and find out where mine came from, but we didn't have time to tour all of Europe. So,
but the United States permits dual
Yes, they do.
citizenship. What I do not know is if Mexico does.
yes,
Do they?
yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. So you can hire someone to go with you to take the drive. Are you kidding me right now? That's incredible. Okay. Well, there you have it. You don't even have to take it. Wow.
Can they drive me to the cigar bar after we're done so I can just go, hey,
That's amazing. Oh, there you go. See, Arlene's telling you. Boom. There you go. Rappi is another card, but Mercado Pago is my favorite. Okay. I'm writing that one down too. Use it for your
Rappi.
CFE. Well, not the, no.
Wrong.
Guys, he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's on beer number 6. So he's going to get a little.
Wilfredo will sit there. Wilfredo will go, and he's just getting started.
Okay, and she's going to talk to you tomorrow. I know I'm so behind on comments. I'm trying to get caught up, guys. I'm so sorry. And you can become a permanent resident and not have dual citizenship. That's right.
Yep.
Oh gosh, there you go. Private club. He's ready. He's ready. 500 pesos.
I'm sorry. The best part of the whole thing is it takes me back to be able to sit in a nice place and have a cigar inside. Reminds me of there was a place in North Carolina that sold cigars called JR Cigars.
Right.
And they had a humidor that was to die for. And they had leather furniture in there that the leather was as soft as a baby's butt. She knows it because she sat in it. I mean, it was some of the softest leather you've ever, and you could sit in there, light up a cigar, and have a conversation and enjoy. And it takes me back. And the reason I bring it has so much meaning to me is my dad and I used to go in there on our way to the beach to play golf with 12 of our friends. And we'd sit in there and have a cigar. It was our little break spot, take a whiz, have a cigar, life was good. So yeah, it
I'm
has
just,
a little meaning.
I'm just kind of skipping past that one question about the citizenship, Sylvia, because it looks like we got that answered. So I don't want to keep clicking on it. Oh, you know what, Denise? I think we're going to like it. I think we're going to like it a lot.
So where are we going to meet up?
Yeah, you know we're going to meet up,
Okay.
right? You know it's going to happen. We got to get a drink or something. Dinner. Oh, you know what? We totally agree. We totally agree. We don't want to say anything about a place that
How can we speak?
if we haven't been there. How can we honestly say what do we know, right? You can't talk about a place if you don't know anything about it, and you can't go there for a week and then feel like you actually know the place that well. A week is a vacation. It's not living there.
You're
Yeah.
still trying to feel out the names of the streets in a week.
Yeah.
Thank you, J. Vault.
Did I move that? Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. And oh wait, we're cracking you up. Well, we hope we're cracking you up because we're funny and not cracking you up because we're like, I don't know, stupid.
I don't know.
I don't know what word to use there. All right. Yes, I know. Merida is really high on a lot of people's list. And we noticed when we did our video on San Miguel, it went through the roof really quickly because that's a hot spot.
But then, no. What really sort of blew me away, though, was SLP took off faster than SMA.
That's true.
More people were interested in the information. And part of it, I think, is the fact that everybody does want an SMA. And SLP has not had as much. So that's part of it. And the biggest part, I think, also is Merida was on our top 3. I mean, when we were first sitting down in our living room in Fletcher, it was La Paz, Querétaro, and Merida. And then the list just grew.
And it grew.
Yeah.
And then we knew nothing about whether we could stand the heat there or not. But there was only one way to find out. You are going to love it. I'm telling you, this is a hard sell right here.
Oh, good God. That's about as hard as say. Shit.
No.
Can I mail the 500 pesos right now so that I can just be ready to go?
Oh, Cindy, thank you. Not boring, huh? Even when I'm just making my 45-minute long video on sourdough English muffins.
or this is a CO detector. Buy one. Don't die.
Look at this. Oh, wait. They plan trips about.
Well, hell yes.
And look at that. That's cool. Are you going to buy me a cigar purse?
Why?
I don't know.
You would never use it.
I don't care. I don't.
Unless you're going to start carrying my cigars, which you've been doing for years.
That's true. Oh, amazing restaurants here. Oh, I've watched that Eva Longoria episode on Merida, and I was really impressed with the variety that was being displayed even in that show. And that's a preconceived scripted show, but it was still impressive. Giant food crawl. Oh, I don't know. That I don't need to gain any more weight. I've been gaining weight since I got here instead of losing it because all I do is sit on my butt in front of a computer.
And I just keep. Anyway.
Hope you will be in Puerto Vallarta when we get there. Oh, I'm pretty sure we will be because
I think it's going to be close. I don't know. Let's put it this way. I think when you're there, we are somewhere on the West Coast. Whether it's PV or not, I don't know. So,
I think we lost part of your question, Sylvia. Your second question, are most of the expats you've met? I'm not sure.
No. Well, okay. Most of the people that we've had or have had an impact on us, I would say it's 50-50 from expats to Mexican nationals.
Yeah.
I mean,
Although I will say, when we were in San Miguel, we met some expats that got on my nerves. That's all I can really say. There were some things that was happening there that I thought to myself, this is the reason why they don't like Gringos. And
oh God, I've seen
yeah, there
more
were some things
more
going on.
examples of things that Gringos have done that have pissed me off, and I'm not the Mexican. And if I'm looking at it from a Mexican perspective, I'm going, this is insulting.
It is, but I would say overall, though, we really haven't run into a lot of expats, honestly. Not a lot, a few. Definitely had more interaction with people who actually are from here, I
Not
think.
necessarily. I mean, let's be for real. And Yvette and Arlene, David.
Yeah.
I mean, we've ran into our share of expats.
Mix.
I mean, like I said, it's 50.
But the ones we've become friends with, well, there's a reason we became friends with them, because they're awesome.
Yeah, no, that's true.
They were awesome. So, yeah. Oh God, they got you on the initiation fee, baby. I think you're covered. Drinks and cigars on me. All right. In Puerto Vallarta, if we get a chance to meet up. That sounds like a thing. That sounds like a thing that I
send me the schedule. We'll make it happen.
There you go.
No.
There we go. So, North Texas and South Central Arkansas, and we've had heat and humidity anyone deserves for a lifetime. I understand. So, I feel like the time we spent in Veracruz was probably the hottest, muggiest time I've ever lived anywhere in my life.
All right, let me qualify that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the first 3 weeks we were in Veracruz were not as bad as the last 2 weeks. I think the last 2 weeks, and okay, our lasting impression is what we left from, and it was hot.
It was hot.
I mean, it was hot.
It was hot.
But honestly, the first 3 weeks we were there, it was not uncomfortable.
No.
But those last 2 weeks, oh my God.
Mean, it was
quite and I lived in New Orleans. I know humidity.
It was like 40 degrees Celsius, sometimes a little higher than that.
And 65 to 70% humidity.
It was like the equivalent of like 120 degrees outside, Fahrenheit. So yeah, it was hot.
Whoo, sweat pumps on.
I'm sure that there are must-go places for the Yucatan food, for sure. There's places here in Valladolid. We have had amazing food.
And I'm going to tell everybody, we love Cochinita Pibil.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The best we have had was right outside of Chichen Itza.
At a little stand.
At a little roadside stand.
Torta stand.
Yep. Restaurant Zaki, right across the street. Was pretty good.
And then, of course,
and if you're going to be in Valladolid and you don't have a chance to get to the torta stand over there at Chichen Itza, go to Restaurant Zaki and you will get a real good rendition of Cochinita Pibil.
And then, of course, there is the smokehouse.
Ahumados. Yeah.
Very good.
Yep.
So, okay. So you're only considering Central Highlands. I totally get it. Because humidity's low. The temperature is pretty steady.
Yep.
Warm spring. It gets chilly in the winter. And you may need a space heater, but otherwise it's not horrible. And I totally get it. It's dry.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And David, so rent a bicycle on a Sunday morning and ride from Centro to Paseo de Montejo and back. Okay. And they block the roads. They do that in San Luis Potosí too on Sundays. That's cool. I'll do that. He won't do that.
I was about to say, unless I can find a bag of frozen peas to calm the boys down after riding that far on a bike, no. I'm too old to ride on a bicycle seat that long.
So people, so expats that were not nice. Okay. We've met a couple, but mostly we've observed because we're not really looking to interact with someone who's going to behave the way these people were behaving. So mostly we observed. So yeah, we've met them, and my impressions are, you're coming, like we said before, you're a guest coming to somebody's home, and Mexico belongs to the Mexicans. This is their home. This is their country, and we're guests. You don't bring all of your drama or your baggage with you. You come here and you behave like a guest, and you either embrace the culture or don't come. I don't know what else to say.
And you want to bitch about the politics on the other side of the border?
We're not doing that.
No. Wait. Go to the other side of the border and do the bitching.
Yeah,
Down here, nobody cares.
that's true.
Nobody, I'm sorry. It was amazing when we crossed the border. It was like, whew, thank you.
Yeah.
And you want to have those discussions? Buy a plane ticket, go to the other side, and go sit in an airport bar
Right.
and bitch with other people who want to bitch with you about that. Down here, we don't care.
We
don't. It doesn't
enjoy-
affect us anymore.
Just
So
enjoy life. Just enjoy life and respect
Yep.
people, respect the country, respect other people, and be open-minded and willing to adjust not just your point of view, but the way you live, because that's what you have to do to assimilate successfully. And I don't speak Spanish, guys. I don't, and I'm trying to learn, but I go with the flow, and I do what I need to do to show respect to others. I mean, there's an elderly woman. Do I call her senora? No, I called her senorita. Why? Because it makes her smile.
it makes her day.
It makes her day. Yeah, so that kind of stuff. Just be nice to people. See, are we meeting any of the Merida YouTubers? We haven't set anything up yet. I have contacted, when we get closer to Puerto Morelos, I have contacted my Trish advisor, and I'd like to meet up with her. And I've been in contact. I don't think I've asked about a meetup, but I think when we get close to that area as well, I would like to get together with Ricky and Raquel. And oh, he's coming back. Man, I really, I really wish that Cafe Con Leche was still in Merida, because I would have loved to hang with those two guys for a day. They were a hoot.
Yeah, but you know what?
But,
life gave them an opportunity, and they took it. And
I haven't reached out to too many people yet, specifically in the Merida area. But I'll be looking. To see. And for sure, we want to meet some people and maybe do a collaboration, possibly.
Or if life gets really good, we could do a live with a bunch of different other people and have a great time.
Yeah. Yes, you got to let go of that negativity. That's the way. That's how it has to be. Happy life is let it go. Let it go down the drain. The couple had their dish that they said was the best they have had. I know. I want to try some of that food. Well, you know that we will, because I'm a foodie. Hey, Blue Butterfly Travels just got here. Oh, you're traveling in an RV. Very nice. And you're in Pátzcuaro. Okay. Do you know? Yes. Were you aware, since you're there, that is the place where the pasta de caña method originated from? And that is
El Señor?
That is where
El
the
Señor.
El Señor de la Conquista that's hanging inside the parroquia in San Miguel is made from that method, and was actually made in Pátzcuaro 450 some years ago.
And at Totonilco.
Oh yeah, and I just kind of wanted to. I didn't know all this by the time it was time for us to get up and leave, but I would have loved to have gone to Pátzcuaro and check that out. I know there's a shop there where this guy still does the whole the whole pasta de caña method for making those statuettes. And I think it would be pretty cool to see that. Oh, thank you, Terry. I'm very glad that you enjoyed it. And it really did run over probably way longer than we wanted to, but it's okay. We tend to ramble and we just start talking, but I'm glad you enjoyed your time here. You should be an example when traveling. We try to be an example. Let's just say we try to be
Anyway,
good human beings.
I had to get a puff. I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, he's addicted. Hello, from
No shit,
Guanajuato.
I'm addicted. 40-some years. No, I'm addicted.
Oh, hola, Lorenzo Rios. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you. For
Hola,
the
Lorenzo.
compliment. Let's see. Like when someone calls a woman ma'am instead of miss. Exactly. See, it made her smile, and I don't mind doing that. Maybe they think I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm saying. I don't think that's the case. I think they know, and they just like hearing it. So why not? 3 trips to the bathroom, Mark? Add a cigar break to that too.
Damn, Pawpaw. Now,
Oh, God! Oh,
what?
no, I did not, Cindy. Dang. Ah, my world. My life has been a lie. What?
It ain't happening. The Gringos are us.
No.
No.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Now I got to go catch up. No, I did not. The last thing I saw was they did "We're Back" video, and we're going to start doing this, blah, blah, blah. And that was the last one I saw.
And you know what? I honestly got to say, that was a great video.
Yeah.
That they did when they were in LA, when he had the camera on in the closet and went and got it out. It was like beautiful way of structuring that whole we're back. It was like,
Look, and this is why, Sylvia, you're exactly an example of why we started the channel. Because now it's my turn for the long short story. Mark is retired, and he did retire a couple years early, but I mean, Social Security doesn't pay the bills.
Well,
Okay.
quasi-retired, but yeah.
But it doesn't pay the bills.
No.
My Social Security isn't going to pay the bills. And we have been living
together down here, we're okay.
We basically been living paycheck by paycheck for quite some time. So did we put any money away for a pension or a 401k? Nothing of a significant size.
Life kept biting us in the ass.
Yeah,
I mean, just as soon as it was one of those, as soon as we got ahead, this would happen.
Yeah.
Or
so
this would happen.
The bottom line is
we get this much money, and then shit, this is boom, it's back down. And so
the bottom line is, as people who were in our 50s or older, that time is rapidly approaching, and we knew we had no nest egg to rely on. We knew you can't live on Social Security, and everything in the United States just keeps going up and up and up and up.
Including our stress.
We were literally going to find ourselves living in assisted living, or not assisted living. What am I thinking of? Subsidized housing. And I'm not putting that down, but the point is then you got to pay. You got to take part of your Social Security to pay for your Medicare supplement plan and all kinds of other stuff. And it was just like, look, we're going to go broke. And we're not going to live like we're living right now. We're not going to live half decently well. We're not even going to live okay. It's just not going to happen. And that's when we started considering the options of living in Mexico. Kind of.
No.
One of the reasons.
No. What you're saying is accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that comes into play, but it would not have been effective had we not run into Miguel and had we not fallen in love with the Mexican lifestyle. And so
right.
I don't want it to sound like we went Oh, let's move to Mexico for money.
No. And that's not a good
no.
idea. And that's why some people come here
Yes,
and they are miserable because they come here out of desperation
Yes.
and they can't adjust.
And so we had a love for the country first, and then started doing the research, and then went, well, shit, we can make it spread further in a place that we love to go to. Duh.
Right. And so, as you're saying here, you wouldn't have even thought of it. Well, yeah, you can. And there were other places.
And no, we hadn't thought of it either.
You know, and there were other places we started looking at too, like Portugal, like Malta, like, you know, but okay, stop, Belize. I mean, Costa Rica. Okay, but the point is Mexico's close to family. We can easily fly back home if we need to. And it certainly costs less to live in Mexico than it does in Canada. So that was the obvious choice. And what we noticed when we started the channel was that we were trying to find ways to prepare. What do we need to do before we get there?
Yep.
There were a lot of channels that had tips on what to do after you get there, or what they did to get there, or after they were already there,
or where to go once you're here.
Right.
Yep.
And that's why we started doing what we were doing. And our first 50 some videos are basically us just talking about what we're doing to prepare for that move.
And God knows we look back at those first 50 some videos.
They're painfully awkward.
We apologize.
Yeah.
It was the best we could do at the time. We have gotten a lot better, we hope.
It's painfully awkward. You get used to it and it becomes more natural after a while. But yeah, those videos are hard to watch. They are. They are.
And you really think about you really think about the fact that our very first video, we took over the palapa out there on the pier.
Yes, it is very special.
Yes, it is. Where they were doing their morning yoga. And we didn't even, we were so oblivious. They're all standing over there on the beach.
Yeah.
And they were nice enough to not interrupt.
Yeah.
And it only took us 3 takes because the first one we did had no sound.
Yeah.
And so we go through all this, we do it, and we walk back, and the poor guy's looking at us going, are y'all done? Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
But there you go. And hello, Tom. Yeah, we're still on. We probably shouldn't be on anymore, but we're still here. We're just answering questions. We'll hang out for as long as we got some questions to answer, I think. All right, I'm going to try to say this. Tsin-tsun-san. Or is it Tsin-tsun-san? I'm not sure.
You're the one that said you were going to try it. I didn't say that. So,
but that sounds really cool. Ancient ruins. I love history and archaeology, so that sounds really cool. And yes, I know. I agree. Sometimes all he does is just step outside and he has one puff and then he comes back in. Yeah, it's all right. So, wait, I'm a little lost. You're hoping that we tell people bad things so they don't
make a difference. We need more. See, it's a multi-part.
Okay. I see. Okay. So we're getting I'll say, so you will write reviews that discourage people.
Just for you, Christy.
We're finally getting a much younger group of people who are moving here, and I personally believe will make a difference. We need more young people, young families, and people who love art. I see what you're saying. So not the crabby old gringo or the cog. We need some younger people with families. I understand. 65 in September, and my 44-year-old son is traveling with me. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Very cool. And I agree. Families need to help each other, which is something we see a lot here, you know? And yeah. You don't have to be rich to enjoy the richness of the culture in Mexico. That is so, so evident. Okay, so Christy, I think there are people looking to move out of the US for this very reason. It's the lifestyle and then the politics. I'm ready to put that behind. Agree. It seems like in the United States, and I hate this is such a generalization because it's not always true and not always for everyone, but there is a culture in the United States of indebtedness and everything. Your car loan, your credit cards, your student loans, your everything, mortgage, everything is debt, debt, debt. And then when you have all that debt, then you're stressed out trying to deal with the debt. And then you add to that the bombastic political environment that we get, blasted to us every single day on TV or in the newspapers or wherever, social media. And now you got the stress of debt, the stress of politics. People are not nice to each other anymore. It takes a toll on you. It takes a toll on you physically, mentally, psychologically, mentally.
People just are not happy
They're
up
not
there.
happy.
I mean, and that's the biggest thing is we would have a block party. And what we would find is that it was amazing that most people have 90% of the same beliefs, but because they believe one way on one opinion and you believe one way on another opinion, the 90% of the things that you agree on don't count for shit.
Yeah.
And so we can't be friends with you because you're this way and I'm that way. But there's 90% we agree on. It's stupid.
Look, Pawpaw, you're absolutely right. You have to get used to talking to a camera. And it's hard. At first, it is hard. And I felt very much like we were very stiff. We got used to it.
Damn, Pawpaw. At our age, I'm just going to stop there. Anyway.
All right. We will do that. I mean, let's just say this. We're going to tell the truth.
Yes. I mean,
we're not, and if there's something negative that didn't resonate with us, we're still going to tell the truth of why it didn't resonate with us, but we're not going to say it's a horrible thing.
Right. We had a lot of people. No, that's not accurate. So no? I can't say that.
Okay.
We had some people who didn't agree with our take on SMA.
Right. And we didn't think badly of SMA.
No.
We thought San Miguel was a beautiful place.
San Miguel was a beautiful place. And there's so much history in that part of the country and everything else. It just wasn't us.
That's all.
Would I say that an American could not move to SMA and have a good life? Absolutely they could.
Right.
Are we probably going to be two of those people who are going to move to SMA?
No.
No. No.
No. Okay, so there you go. There's proof right there, Arlene. It took 16 years to convince Anivet. Yep.
Well, it's a no-brainer, dude.
Oh my God. He's on number 7.
No, yeah. That's what she kept telling Anivet. It's a no-brainer, dude.
It's funny. And there you go. Haven't felt this safe. Inclusive, yes. And I agree with that assessment.
All right, let's be honest. Anivet and Arlene are from California.
Yep.
We're from North Carolina. Would anybody have ever thought that we would have anything in common? Those are two of our closest friends in all of the world. Not just Mexico, all of the world. We think more of those two women. And it has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's the fact that they're good people. And that's the part that matters.
Absolutely. For sure. And okay, so Christy, you're in a large Hispanic population. and do the farming. So many are coming here and leaving after they retire. It didn't used to be like that. Huh. And why do you think that is? When you say that, are you talking about expats that are coming and then leaving? Or
The Hispanics are
Hispanic
going back.
population are coming and then they leave?
And it makes total sense. I mean, let's be
Okay.
for real. You know, $1 paid there 2 years ago was 20 pesos.
Yeah.
So if they could live together and cut their expenses down, they were spending or able to send a lot of money
Hmm.
back here to Mexico that helped out their family tremendously. So,
Hey, you guys are in the same boat. I think a lot of us are in the same boat, honestly.
I think the people,
yeah.
this community, that I think the people that have gravitated to us, we absolutely love them. And the biggest thing is the fact that we all share one thing. We all love this country.
7 bottles of beer.
Oh, who gives a shit?
We do like this destination. And you know what? We decided that we weren't here long enough to spend the time searching for the cenotes. There are some great cenotes here, but we're going to be all around the area through like next spring. So we have plenty of time to find the cenotes.
Hey, Tom, there's one across
There's
the
one
street.
right across the street, but it's not the nicest one. It's
And the biggest problem there was they want to charge to get in, and then we had dinner, which, okay, now you get a free entry into the cenote,
yeah.
and the
The
line,
line was so long.
it was like,
I was like, I'm not waiting for this.
no,
Especially because I will be the only one that gets in.
yes.
He won't get in. So there are some really great cenotes around Valladolid, but you know what? Those same cenotes are going to be here when we're in Merida. They're going to be here when we're in Tulum. They're going to be here when we're in Puerto Morelos. They're going to be here.
All right.
So
Just to
get
give
to them.
everybody an idea, there's about 6,000 cenotes around the world. 2,900 of those
Yeah.
are here
Yeah.
in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So, yeah, we're going to have enough cenotes around.
Yeah, I really like the cave-like ones. Those are my favorites. But and we've been in the cenote at Iquil, which is real close to Chichen Itza.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as Valladolid, the real short story of Valladolid so far is it's a lot more tourism driven than I had imagined it was, but it makes sense because of where it's located. And everything shuts down early because when the tour buses are gone,
And
you know.
in one of those duh moments, the last time we were in Valladolid was during COVID. And so it was pretty quiet and everything else. And so now 2 years later, we come back and it's like, damn, where'd all these gringos come from? Well, you know what? They weren't around because, oh, that's right, it was in the middle of COVID.
This is actually this is accurate. This is true. And look, and what are you agreeing with? Let me go back up and see what Christy said that you agree with. Oh, yeah. Okay. I see. Wait, Mark, what'd you do? Pass me a beer. Bottle number 8.
All right. For a lot of you who don't read all of the comments, Tom and I had a thread that was going on about unusual places that we have sort of woken up because of levels of intoxication. Just saying that we were trying to one up the other, and
Okay.
it got interesting.
I bet it did. Huh?
It did.
So, Ronnie, $1 is 25 pesos in Honduras. Okay. Very cool. I don't know.
I liked Tella.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, it really was. It was a nice little town.
You're going to love Jalisco and Ajijic because it has great people. All right. And a great cigar bar.
You had me at cigar bar.
I know he did. Okay, so clarification. No, the Mexicans are leaving now.
Yeah.
They used to stay, but things have changed. I have
Yeah.
heard that. We've heard that here
Mhm.
from people from Mexico. In fact, the family that adopted us, guess where they used to live?
Well, they had family in the Phoenix area, and they spent a few months up there, and came back home. And of course, Jose Luis has a family that only, I think, encountered, I don't know, 7,500 people. And no, I'm joking. I think it was about 120 people in the Veracruz area. Because he said, yeah, when we have a real party, and we're going, we need a real party. We're looking at this and we go, oh no, this is just the immediate family. Okay.
We had some bangers there, didn't we? Oh look, we got other people talking about drinking now. I don't know. We love you guys too. So micheladas and whiskey.
Well,
Nice.
want some whiskey in your water, a michelada for any bit.
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
no.
anyway.
Look what I got. I got my oil. I don't know. Should we call it a night? It's been over 2 hours.
That's
What
up
do
to
you think?
you. I can go and
Do you guys have any other questions or anything you wanted to ask us about? We sort of tried to scroll through as quickly as I could catch up. I'm sniffing my oil. Eucalyptus. I love it. I think that's it. I think we're going to roll.
okay.
You know what? Yeah, we're going to wrap it up because it's been a little over 2 hours. And
In 2 weeks, this will be coming from Merida.
it will. Merida. Yay! Finally. Almost a whole year later.
Getting close.
Yeah, I know. All right, guys, we're going to sign off for the night. Thank you so much for joining us today and hanging out for, wow, a little over 2 hours. It's been something. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you being here. We hope you have a good evening.
Yep.
Buenas noches. Good night. Good night. We're clicking all the good nights. Thank you, Terry and Temple. Thank you. You as well. And we enjoyed it too.
Talk
Good
to you
night,
tomorrow.
you guys. Love you guys. Bye.